Oh. So this is where you've been. I was wondering where you were. You just disappeared on me all of a sudden after dinner. Aw. It's my little research project asleep. Hmm. It is pretty adorable seeing you asleep with your face in a book. It reminds me of when I began studying under my master. I would just get so lost in my research that I would just fall asleep on my desk like you are now. It's too bad I can't save this memory for me to look back at whenever I feel like. Your sleeping face really is just too cute. With you here, I finally feel like I'm becoming the master of this tower. Having an apprentice or something like that now. Maybe I should work on some magic that draws for me next. That way I can immortalize this moment. Let's see. What research were you burying yourself into anyways, though? I see. I know what book this is. It's the one my master gave me on spirits. I suppose that does make sense that you would choose this as your field of study. It also explains why you've been sneaking up to the library so much lately. I knew taking you in was the right choice. Your decisions are just as fascinating as you are adorable. And as much as I want to just keep observing your sleeping face in a book, you're beginning to drool a bit, and I wouldn't want you to ruin the book. This is one of my favorites after all. It does have some sentimental value. And I also think you'd be sad if you weren't able to continue your research. Hey. Come on. Wake up. Sleeping hunched over a desk isn't good for you. You're gonna wake up all sore. Come on. Stop just trying to hug the book. I promise. There is something much softer and warmer to hug than an old book if you come with me to bed. At the very least, give me the book. I don't want you to accidentally damage that book so you can continue reading it tomorrow. I promise it'll still be right here on this desk waiting for you when you wake up. This particular one isn't just going to fly off on its own. Come on. I know that you're stubborn. And I know you want to make the most of your time, but you still need to get some proper sleep. Sleeping like this, even though you may be able to squeeze in just a little bit extra research, you'll end up learning less. And trust me, I studied this when I was an apprentice. Come on. I know you're half awake already. No. That doesn't mean just try and fall back asleep on me. As much as I do enjoy looking at your sleeping face, it's quite adorable. Oh. Was that a little blush I just saw there? A little crack of the smile. You really are just as adorable as you are fascinating. You naughty little research project. You know, if you actually want to protest effectively, you're going to have to stop pretending to be asleep and actually get up. Or maybe I should just forcibly take that book away and carry you to bed. Oh, now that seemed to get your attention. Come on. Don't just hug the book tighter. You know that's not going to do anything to impede me. How about this? I'll give you a little bit of an incentive. If you get up right now for me, I'll make sure to give you some private lessons. Well, now you're finally up. If you had ears, I'm pretty sure they would have just perked up too. Observant, but you're not quite right on that one. There's also all the little critters. And they're excellent listeners, you know. So no, we're not the only two in this tower. Oh, now that's a new expression. I haven't seen that one yet. To observe your reaction, of course. I need to get close to observe every single detail of your face. Yes, you're right. I may have figured out why the critters of the forest are so comfortable around you. But by no means does that mean I'm done learning about you. Your very existence is a miracle. A human and a spirit. I never would have thought it possible. But it does just explain so much. The peculiar but calming aura around you. The way all the little creatures are just simply magnetized to you. And now the little critters knew, even before I did, that you would need my help to study and maintain the spell placed on you by the spirits until you have full control of your own powers. And then you'll be able to make a choice whether you wish to live as a spirit or as a human. And for purely research purposes, of course. I absolutely cannot wait to see what you'll decide. No, I'm not mad in the slightest that you've been sneaking off to do research on your own. In fact, I'm not quite sure the right word to describe this exact feeling, but I think I feel proud would be the right word to describe it. And it touches me that you're doing this in secret to surprise me with your knowledge. But even still, I still insist that you get a good night's rest. You're right. I will admit, studying your sleeping face is one of my favorite research topics. But that is not the only reason. You research better when you've had a good night's rest and aren't sore. So if you want to keep learning more, I'm not going to stop you. However, I'll only let you once you've gotten a good night's rest. I know it's easy to think that I'm thinking of it now, so I might as well do it. I'm awake after all, so why sleep? But that's how you end up staying up for an entire lunar cycle and then sleeping through another. Yes. Speaking from experience, as you say, I have a right to go at first-hand research, but that works too. So come on. Get up on your own 2 feet for a moment. Rinse your face off. And meet me in bed so you can rest up. And that way, I can give you some private lessons. And you're going to need it. Because I am a very hands-on teacher.